Hello, my name is Joel Denning. I'm a practicing trial attorney in Baltimore, Maryland. I have an office in Essex and Towson, and I practice throughout the state of Maryland. Today, I would like to talk about the field sobriety test. What is it? Should I take it? Well, if you're pulled over for DUI and you're asked to perform field sobriety tests, what these are tests that show whether or not you might be impaired. They're not the breath test. Don't be confused. This is something completely separate. The field sobriety test basically consists of three different things. One is the horizontal nystagmus gaze test. All that really is a test where you hold your head straight and the police officer draws across your plane of vision a pen with a little light. The officer's looking for a twitch or a shuddering of the eyeball. That would be an indicator of alcohol in the system. The second thing that is done in a field sobriety test is the heel to toe walk. You walk 9 steps on an imaginary line forward, and then you turn around and walk 9 steps back. The third thing that is done in the field sobriety test is the one leg stand, and essentially you are asked to lift one leg and then count to 30, 1001 all the way up to 30. These are done along side of the road with a police officer who's armed with a weapon, and there's traffic coming and going. The lights are going on the police car. It's a stressful situation. The question is, do you have to take this test? The answer to that question is no. You do not have to take the test. Unlike the breath test, if you refuse to take the field sobriety tests, that will not have any bearing on the case with the Motor Vehicle Administration. That will not be evidence in the case. In other words, you will have no evidence of how you performed on these tests because you never took them. Does that make sense? Well, think about it this way. When you go to court, the state has the burden of proof. The state has to prove each element of the crime beyond a reasonable doubt and to a moral certainty. And in their case in chief, one thing will be missing: the field sobriety tests. And you are not duty-bound to take them. You have an absolute right under the Fifth Amendment to not incriminate yourself. And taking that test may be incriminating if you have bad knees, if you're not in good shape, if you're older. You know, there are various reasons people may not do well on that test. Also, defense lawyers are very quick to point out that the test is extremely subjective. The horizontal nystagmus gaze test is the officer's observation. We don't get to see it. It's not an ophthalmologist performing the test. It's just his statement that your eye shuddered. The loss of balance is the officer's observation. The standing on one leg is the observation of the police officer. So what we really have here is a test that is not designed to show that you're sober or that you have good motor eye coordination. The test is designed to show that you don't have control of your faculties. So it's generally not going to help you taking this test. If you refuse to take the field sobriety test, it will not be held against you. This is very important. When you refuse to take these field sobriety tests, you must do this politely. I respectfully decline. This is very simple. They cannot force you to take the test. There's no way that they can make you take this test. And it's not held against you, your failure to take the test. You don't have to do it. Now, a lot of people don't realize that they don't have to do this test. So I hope you've enjoyed my explanation today. If you have any questions, pick up the phone and give me a call. I handle these kinds of cases. I talk about this every day, and I'd love to hear from you.